Every beginner dreams of a tank that cleans itself. You buy a janitor fish, toss it in, and somehow your aquarium looks worse. I get it. You thought the cleanup crew was the magic fix. But what if I told you, no fish eats poop, no shrimp does water changes, and no snail replaces your routine? The truth is, the cleanest tanks aren't spotless. They are balanced. And in this video, we'll reveal the real freshwater heroes and the imposters that make your tank worse. So hit that subscribe button, because here at Fish Tank Mastery, we don't clean tanks, we train ecosystems. B-Tier, the night shift workers. Let's start with the invisible crew, the ones who work while you sleep. Kuhli Loach, the silent worm. You'll rarely see them, but you'll always see the results. These nocturnal scavengers slither through sand, cleaning up uneaten food and preventing waste buildup. They're shy, peaceful, and absolutely essential for hidden hygiene. Just make sure your substrate is soft and smooth. Sharp gravel can damage their skin. Ram's horn and mystery snails. The multiplying maids. A few of these snails are helpful. 100? That's a horror movie. Controlled feeding keeps them allies, but overfeeding turns them into an invasion. They'll scrub biofilm and leftovers efficiently, but remember, less food means fewer snails. It's not population control, it's portion control. A-Tier, the conditional crew. These guys do great work under the right conditions. Otos catfish, the diatom dietitian. Cute, small, and surprisingly picky. These little algae grazers thrive only in mature tanks with stable biofilm. In a new setup, they'll starve faster than your patience. Give them clean water, gentle flow, and a squad of at least 5, they'll reward you with synchronized cleaning perfection. Hillstream Loach, the algae surfer. Imagine a fish designed by a skateboard brand. They cling to rocks, love current, and graze on algae like aquatic mountain goats. In the wild, they live in fast-flowing, oxygen-rich streams, so if your tank feels like a lazy pond, they'll struggle. Keep the flow strong, the water cool, and they'll reward you with spotless stones. Cories, the false janitor. Let's set the record straight. Cories don't eat algae. They're scavengers, not vacuum cleaners, but they do keep your substrate healthy by constantly sifting through sand, oxygenating it, and preventing gas buildup. A group of 6 or more forms a charming cleaning crew that never stops moving. They're the janitors of detritus, not algae, and they do it with style. S-Tier, the real MVPs. Now for the true legends, the ones that actually earn their paycheck. Amano Shrimp, the silent operator. These little workers were first introduced to the aquarium world by Takashi Amano, and they've been famous ever since. They're the ultimate maintenance team, removing algae, leftover food, and detritus from plant leaves. They even clean moss like tiny landscapers. Feed them small portions at night, and they'll work overtime without complaint. In a balanced tank, they're unstoppable. Nerites snail, the glass polisher. Quiet, tireless, and incredibly efficient. Nerites devour algae and biofilm non-stop, and best of all, their eggs never hatch in fresh water. That means no overpopulation, no snail invasion, and no headaches. They're patient, persistent, and proof that slow and steady wins the clarity race. Bristlenose Pleco, the woodworker. Forget everything you've heard about plecos being tank destroyers. This is the one that actually helps. Small, calm, and plant-safe, bristlenose plecos stay around 10 to 12 centimeters, the perfect algae eater for a mid-sized tank. A 2022 tropical fish nutrition study showed they digest lignin from real driftwood, which keeps their gut bacteria balanced and their appetite steady. Give them a log, and they'll keep your aquarium spotless. True Siamese Algae Eater, the BBA assassin. This fish is a legend, the only species proven to eat blackbeard algae consistently. Peaceful, intelligent, and tireless. A 2022 Thailand field study found they reduced BBA by up to 70% in stable planted aquariums. They're the ultimate symbol of balance, calm, efficient, and always hungry for the right things. Avoid zone, the false heroes. Let's talk about the so-called cleaners that actually make your tank worse. Common Pleco, the undercover polluter. You see them in pet stores labeled as great algae eaters. What they don't tell you? They grow over 45 centimeters, uproot plants, and produce enough waste to require a second filter. They start as cleaners and end as chaos engines. If you've got one in a 50-liter tank, it's already a disaster movie. Chinese algae eater, the slime sucker. Starts peaceful, ends as a problem. As they age, they stop eating algae and start latching onto other fish to suck slime coats. They go from janitors to bullies in under a year. Unless you enjoy drama, skip this species entirely. The janitor fish myth. This one's not even a species. It's a marketing lie. Stores sell random catfish under that name, promising a spotless tank. The truth? Most of them outgrow home aquariums and add more waste than they remove. There is no such thing as a fish that replaces maintenance. Only balance keeps a tank clean, not shortcuts. The scientific confession, 3 big myths. Myth 1, fish eat poop. They don't. Not one legitimate freshwater species uses waste as a food source. A 2023 review of over 300 aquarium species found 0 evidence of feces consumption. Fish may mouth it out of curiosity, but they don't digest it. That brown trail is ammonia waiting to happen, not a meal plan. Myth 2, more aeration means clearer water. It sounds right until you test it. Too much surface agitation drives off CO2, hurts plant growth, and causes microscopic debris. A 2022 study from the Journal of Aquatic Ecology showed tanks with excessive aeration had 40% more suspended waste due to unstable gas balance. Your tank doesn't need a jacuzzi, it needs a steady rhythm. Myth 3, carbon fixes everything. Carbon is great for removing toxins and medication residues, but constant use strips beneficial compounds that bacteria and plants rely on. A 2021 Osaka University experiment showed continuous carbon filtration reduced bacterial colonies by nearly 30% compared to biological media alone. Use carbon smart for emergencies, not forever. The balance formula. Real clarity isn't about cleaning harder. It's about letting biology do its job. Let your tank stabilize for 3 to 4 weeks before judging it. Rinse filters gently, don't scrub away all the bacteria. Avoid vacuuming your substrate like you're mining for gold. Feed carefully, keep flow gentle, and give nature time. A 2024 freshwater system study found that balanced aquariums with diverse cleanup crews stayed algae-free 3 times longer than tanks relying on miracle fish. Because clarity isn't created by products, it's cultured through patience. Now it's your turn. Drop your favorite cleanup crew combo in the comments. Tell us which one worked, which one failed, and which one redecorated your tank overnight. The best stories will appear in the next episode, Revenge of the Janitors. And if you haven't already, like this video and hit subscribe, because the more support this one gets, the faster part 2 arrives. Here at Fish Tank Mastery, we don't just keep aquariums, we survive them. Until next time, keep your tanks balanced, your glass spotless, and your curiosity flowing.